Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here with a review of the Fayee FY560. Now the Fayee FY560, as you can guess by looking at this screen here, is an FPV flyer, specifically 5.8 gigahertz FPV flyer. And if you look at this quadcopter, it looks very similar to what the JJRC H8C and H8D models, with the exception is that this is much bigger than an H8C or an H8D. Here's an H8D in my left hand here as compared to the Fayee FY560. It is a much bigger quadcopter with large brush motors inside it. So, you know, this is actually intended to lift heavier cameras than the H8 can lift. With that in mind, this camera that it's included with it is pretty darn light. So it should be able to lift it very easily. This is the 5.8 gigahertz FPV camera. It includes a 2 megapixel camera and a 5.8 gigahertz transmitter, which goes to the receiver system. And let's go over the receiver system real quick. You get a 5.8 gigahertz receiver and screen. The transmitter includes buttons for taking photos, taking videos, changing the rates, and doing flips. Also, you have buttons for, there's a FY560P model which supposedly has altitude hold. I don't believe mine has it. I'm going to try this button to see if it does have altitude hold. Also, it has headless mode and one key return. And supposedly this button here has no function at all. Okay, according to the instructions. But I will try pressing it to see what happens. The other buttons here, trim buttons, are actually trim buttons. So we'll try to use them also. Going over the 560 one more time, let's open up the battery door and show you what you got inside. To power these large motors, you have a 1200 milliampere hour battery inside here. It has the same type of battery clips that you see on the JGRC, H8C, and H8D. So, you know, they carried the inspiration over for the same battery clips also. But because of these battery clips, I think it's going to be difficult to find a 1200 milliampere hour battery with these same clips. You might have to buy the clips separately and get a 1200 milliampere hour and attach the clips yourself if you can't find replacement batteries for this just yet. If this does become popular, you will be able to find these batteries. The range on this FPV is supposedly 150 meters, 120, 150 meters. The range of the quadcopter is supposedly 100 meters. We're going to try that out here today at Satellite Lake. Let's go for a flight of the Fayee FY560 and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this flight. The first thing that we're going to need to do today is to see what happens when this loses contact with the transmitter. I don't want to get a flyaway out of this quadcopter. So first off, I am going to run the motor slowly and then turn off the transmitter, see what happens. 1001, 1002, 1003. So this will lose, once this loses contact with this transmitter, the quadcopter will automatically drop after about 3 seconds. So we don't have to worry about flyaways. Okay, this will be my first flight with this quadcopter, so I'm going to have to be very gentle with it. This has brushed motors, and I really did not do a, also I need to do a, obviously, going to high rate. And moving to the left, the throttle sticks down to the left and down and to the right. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm hoping that this will calibrate my gyros. I noticed that some of those propellers were not spinning. There we go. It's a little bit better. Again, this is the first flight of this quadcopter. I am going to turn on the video. I have to be very careful with the first flight because these are brushed motors. Okay, I found the video light. It's in the back of that camera. Turning on the camera and checking that the light is actually recording. And I have a red light, so it is recording. The quadcopter is bound in that direction, so that'll be our headless mode bearing. I'm turning on my video receiver for the video, and I am showing that it's recording. Let's go for a flight of the Fayee FY560. Hope you enjoy this flight. We have somewhat of a breeze today. Now again, I'm going to be gentle with this quadcopter as it is its first flight. And I don't want to hurt those motors. Now the range of this again is predicted at 100 meters. Advertised at 100 meters. Seems to be doing well. My FPV screen seems to be doing well. Let's take it up higher and downfield, upwind. And let's put it upwind right about. It's very good range. Okay, I'm at about 100 meters. I'm going to rotate. Let the wind blow it back as it rotates. Showing you the recording from this camera. It flies very gentle. Again, I'm going to be very careful with these motors today. This is my first flight with it. And last night, what I should have done. Okay, I'm out at about 100 meters. Well, past 100 meters actually. This has very good range. About 120 meters, 150. I'm guessing. It's excellent range on this quadcopter. Grabbing in the wind. Very nice flyer. Let's take it down low over the bushes. So I obviously got some range on this. I think I'm over the bushes, maybe a little bit to this side of the bushes. Yeah. Let's fly around the pylon. I don't want to hit the pylon. Okay, let's come back in. Good range, excellent range. And my FPV camera, is it working? Yeah, it's still working. So the FPV's got good range on it too. And you're seeing that here, folks. Nice FPV flyer. Nice flyer. Wonder why I haven't heard of this one until recently. This is a new one on the scene, I guess. Maybe I'm one of the first to review it, I think. Well, probably somebody else has already had this already. But I like it. Flies great. Very gentle, very docile, but very big. It's a big quadcopter. With great range. Great flight performance. Let's bring it in now and demonstrate the other features it's got. I think that's enough of the video. Bringing it down. I'm going to turn off the camera. Camera coming off now. And the camera is showing off. I see myself. One more time videotaping myself flying FPV. The camera coming off. Okay, it's pointed toward me right now. Let's try that one key return. One key return, activating it now. And it flies up the headless mode bearing as you see here. To come out of what you have to press, you got to fly out of it because it keeps doing the one key return. Let's try that again. My lights are starting to blink already. Let's try headless mode. Doing pirouettes, pulling back, doing a left pirouette, pulling back, right pirouette. Headless mode works very well on this. Pushing forward. Let's go back and do that one key return again. One key return. Yeah, the one key return works. One more time. One key return. One key return. No, it's headless mode. One key return. Here it comes back in one key return. I better get out of the way. So, all in all, yeah, this is a great quadcopter. It's in headless mode now, folks. Pulling it back. Let's fly it around in headless mode a bit. Great camera. The FPV works. Pulling back. I'm doing a headless mode flight right now. Flying it all in headless mode right now, so showing that you can do Panning. Okay, coming out of headless mode. Let's try that altitude hold. Does it really work? Nah. And that's the end of my battery. Well, that's the flight time you get with it. Let me see if I can get back in the air again. No, that's it. That's the flight time you get with the Fayee FY560. Oh no, yeah, it's a nice flyer. Flew very well. Very nice video. Very good reception range on my, it appeared to be very good reception range on my FPV video. I hope the camera comes out well in the recordings. But all in all, I kind of like this quadcopter. Very nice flyer. So it's Quadcopter 101. I hope you enjoyed this flight of the FY560 Quadcopter 101. Signing out.